Hi, this is Robin Giese, KE President, and here's a hopefully quick COVID update to get you all informed before we head on out to our vacation. Okay, so two-part update. The first part will be about positive cases in our district, in the notification process, contact tracing, and the rumor mill. With that, the second part of the update will be about in-person instruction once we return after our vacation. So first part, here we go. For most of our sites, we have seen a positive case at our site recently. We've had positive cases at Pomo, Lower Lake Elementary, KEC, and Lower Lake High School. According to our MOU, our district does notify the site if there is a positive confirmed case from a staff or student. They, according to our MOU, are also updating, notifying KE leadership of these notifications. However, what some members have expressed frustration about is that the district does not notify the entire district of these positive cases. They only notify the site. And the reason why, for the most part, is because they don't have to, but also they are trying to let contact tracing from public health do their job. And so what happens is that at one of these sites, when someone gets a positive test result, public health communicates to that staff or student or whoever has that positive test result and gets a list of everyone that they've had confirmed contact with, and then public health contacts those people. So in all honesty, if there's a case at Lower Lake Elementary, there's no reason to tell the whole district about it. If you are a member at another site that had contact with that person, then in theory you would be notified through public health. So that's the fix to that situation. Now, as with all these notifications, HIPAA laws prevent almost any identifying information from being released. So that is why these notifications are super vague, whether it's staff, student, they very rarely identify. Also, I just want to address the rumor mill situation. Here's what I get. Some issues brought to me from members that are frustrated and they feel like the district is not communicating all the positive cases, and here's what's happening. You might be at a site working and you hear that someone is getting a COVID test, and you hear that someone might have a positive test, and you hear these things, but then you never get official notification from the district. The reason why, first of all, it could just be rumor. So in all honesty, there may just be no factual basis for that. But secondly, there are some loopholes with testing. It is a little frustrating, but you have to understand HIPAA laws and, mandating people to do things. But once someone is notified, either by a friend or public health, that they may have had contact with someone that was positive, that person actually has a choice. They don't have to go get tested, number one. That is their choice. And some people choose not to get tested. Some people make the choice to self-quarantine, and some people make the choice to continue on as normal because they don't feel any symptoms or whatever their situation is, but they do not have to get tested. That is the point. And even if someone does choose to get tested, then once they receive their results, there's no mandate for them to report their results. Now, if they are tested through public health, then public health automatically gets the results. However, a lot of our testing sites that are set up in the county are through a commercial laboratory company. So when someone gets tested through them, their results only get reported back to that individual, and it's up to that individual to report their results to public health. So at any point, if someone chooses to not get tested, or someone chooses to not report their results, then that is where there's a breakdown in communication. That is a loophole in the system. And that has been the reason for some rumor mills that are occurring, because there may or may not have been, in all honesty, we don't know, there may or may not have been some positive results that have not been reported, or people that have not tested even though they had been exposed. And this has just led to a little frustration and confusion in terms of what's being reported and what's not. So again, you have been notified of every official documented positive result that has been reported to public health. That's what I can assure you. However, again, loopholes make that a little more convoluted. So, anywho, first part. Second part. Okay, returning to in-person instruction. So, our district's goal was to return to in-person instruction in January. It still kind of sort of is. And here's what I mean by that. If we're in purple, if you've noticed, we've moved into the most restrictive category for COVID cases, which means that we're in purple. And another component of that is that we are not able to open up for in-person instruction while we are in purple, unless the district files for a waiver. And those waivers are only available right now for elementary schools. So yes, assuming we're still in purple once we return in January, then we will not be opening up for in-person instruction right off the bat. We will be opening up in distance learning. Our district has been a little vague in officially declaring that. I think there's some hope that maybe perhaps we will go back to red and we'll be able to open. They're waiting till, I assume, that they are waiting to make this official declaration when they know that we're going to be in purple come January. So again, assuming we're still in purple, we will not be opening up for in-person instruction. However, our district is choosing to go forward with waivers for our elementary sites. So KE leadership is sending out a survey today for our elementary teachers. Please do your best, elementary members, to fill it out today or tomorrow, or as soon as possible. We are trying to gather your input in terms of how you feel about returning to in-person instruction if this waiver goes through. If the majority of our members feel totally safe returning to in-person instruction now, they want to return to in-person instruction now, then please fill out the survey, let us know that, and we will do the best we can to support you by getting our hybrid MOU official signed and out there to support you in your in-person instruction. However, if the majority of our elementary members are not comfortable returning in in-person instruction, then we might need to organize and help show the district that that's not what the majority of our members want. It's up to you guys, so please fill out this form. It's just a one-question survey. I'll text it to you, I'll email it to you, make it as easy as possible, fill it out as soon as possible, so we have that data so we can best support you. Hopefully that answers some of your questions around COVID. Feel free to reach out with an email, or a lot of you have my cell phone number, so just give me a call, but hopefully that helps. I hope you have a good break. Try to relax, take care of yourself, enjoy your family, and I'll see you when you come back in January.